Friday night, well, early Saturday morning. And I just got home from a gig, and I'm always buzzing when I get home from a gig. It's hard to go to bed, so I thought I'd take a few minutes to teach you how to play Drake by Sven Gamsky, still Woozy. Alright, it's very simple, but it's very clever, as always with Sven. The whole song starts with this cool little 1-bar lick. We're going to play it in 4th position, meaning my first finger is at the 4th fret. I'm sliding into the 6th fret on the A string. Then I'm playing 4-4. Then the 6th fret on the D string. 4-4 again. Then a pull off from 6 to 4. And a slide from 6 to 4. This song is in the key of B. 10 seconds of theory. It's a 5-4-2-1 in the key of B. And that chord progression never changes throughout the song. But there's a few things that make the song really lilting and interesting. One is that it's in 6-8. I mean, some people say 12-8. Some people just use 4-4 and group it into triplets. I like to write it out in 6-8. In other words, the way I'm counting it in my head is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that. That's not super common, so that makes it interesting. The other thing is, the basic chords of the song are F sharp, E, C sharp minor, B. But what Sven's doing here is playing an F sharp 6. So we've got that 4th fret, that D sharp note in the F sharp chord. Then we do exactly the same back down at the E chord. Now I reckon Sven's playing it like this. So I think the voicing here is played with thumb over the top to get the root and the 5th of the chord. Because you can definitely hear that when you listen to the recording. And then what I've got is my first finger on the F sharp note, pinky on the 6th, the D sharp note, and second finger on the A sharp note, the 3rd of the chord. And then I take that little finger off. So then I'm flattening my first finger on the 2nd fret there. Then I do the same with the E. So I've got the root and the 5th on top. So it looks like I'm holding an E7 there, but in both of those chords, I'm not playing the D. I've got it muted. If I try and play it, the fleshy part of my 3rd finger there is touching that string. Now it's my 2nd finger. I've chosen to play the next 2 chords up the neck, so I can continue to use the thumb and the 3rd finger for the root and 5th. So there at the 9th fret, C sharp minor, I've got 9, 11, skip the D string again, it's muted, 9, 9 with my first finger flattened. I'll move back 2 frets to a B chord. And now I've got 7, 9, 8, 7. Still got that D string muted. So that's how I find it easy to play, but you could play those last 2 chords down here with a standard C sharp minor 7 shape, but arching your finger a little bit so it's holding down the 5th string and the 1st string, but no others. So then do a B7 shape, but again arch that 1st finger so that the G string's muted. Or, you know what? You could just play normal C sharp minor and B chord shapes. I can't even guarantee that he's not doing that, but it just sounds to me like the root and fifth in the chord is a bit separate from the rest of the body of the chord. Alright, you can play that for the whole song, but there is a keyboard part after the first verse and chorus, a muted kind of keyboard part where the chords change slightly. So the first chord is still the same. Then the next one, it's an E major 7. I'm still doing the root and fifth here, muting the D string. I've got my first finger on the G sharp note, first fret, pinky on that same D sharp. Taking that off to the open B string. Then it sounds to me like, this is not a guitar part, this is a keyboard part. I'm trying to make these chord shapes sound like what I'm hearing on the keys. So 9 with my second finger, 7 and 11. So it's still a C sharp minor, but it's just the voicing that matches what that keyboard is doing. So then we change to 9, 7, 9. Then we go back to a B major chord. So 7, 6, 9. Then that little keyboard lick, I really like that. I think that's worth learning. So what I'm doing there is swapping from my first, second and fourth fingers there to third finger on the 7th fret, second finger on the 6th fret, pinky on the 8th fret. So I'm playing the root note, then those two. Then I'm flattening that second finger on 6, 6. Then 6 and 4. That just sounds great, doesn't it? So this is that subdued keyboard part played through. That's really all that's in it. There's a couple of overdubs. So there's an electric guitar that plays like I'm just playing 11, 11, 11 over the. So that's like an F sharp 6 chord up there. Then back 9, 9, 9 on the bottom 3 strings for the E6. And there's like a couple of little lead parts, but really the whole song is that one chord progression. That's another thing that makes me think that the way Sven's playing that is like that voicing, because it just flows into it so nicely. Go have fun with it. Please like and subscribe and ring that bell, and I'll see you next week.